Welcome to week 3 of Vlogmas. Welcome to week 3 of Vlogmas. Welcome to week 3 of Vlogmas. Welcome. It is week 3 of not even Vlogmas. I've been saying Vlogmas this whole time. Welcome to Bookmas. Bookmas week 3. We are in my bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom. This week, we got some fun things that we're going to do. Number 1, we are going to give my bedroom a little Christmas makeover. The vibes in here, they're not really giving Christmas. They're giving messy, tired, and boring. So first thing on the list this week we need to do is Christmas-fy this space. And by that, I just mean we're going to make the bed. And then this week we have to fill out some Christmas cards, and there's just some things that we need to do this week. So that's what we're going to be achieving this week, starting with the bedroom. We leave for a trip in just a few short weeks. So I've got to get myself together. I've got to get the house together. So I got to get ourselves prepared for the road trip. Currently, this is what we have. I picked up some stuff from the store. First, I have to tidy up some of the things that are laying around. Just so you guys know, if you wear bras, these are wonderful for washing and keeping the sturdiness of your bra intact. I have 3 of these. I'll put these on my Amazon storefront. And yes, we have the big light on because I was too lazy to go get my studio lighting, and this is probably the best situation for this bedroom. So first off, we're going to strip the bedding. This is my security blanket. I got it from Black Friday sale at Victoria's Secret like in 2013, and I have not parted with it yet, and it's kept its texture, it's kept its consistency, and it's the softest thing that I sleep with. This is my pillow. This also is about 10 years old. Pillow from Target. Has never led me astray, doesn't give me headaches, doesn't give me neck problems. So I love this pillow, and I don't know what I'll do if I ever have to get rid of it. Also, silk pillowcase for the hair, highly recommend. King pillow on a queen bed, would not recommend. Takes up like all the space. So I'll just take this top sheet off. It's probably due for a wash anyways. And I'm going to unveil to you our Tempur-Pedic. Highly recommend. I suffered from a lot of back pain when I first moved to Canada, and it was almost debilitating. I couldn't move sometimes, passed out, hurt so bad. But then we got a new mattress. The springs went to the memory foam, and it's the best decision we've ever made. Also, we got the lift. You can see the legs down here. It lifts, it moves. Not sponsored. All right, so what are we working with here? Step 1 is the sheets. Sorry, I just realized my fan was on, so if you heard a slow little hum, that's what it was. What are you seeing here? Don't look at my dresser. That's not your business. Okay, so we have sheets here. Got them from HomeSense, which is the Canadian version of Home Goods. This is the brand, and I will show you the pattern in just a second. This is purely just for the video. I will wash these before we actually sleep on them. I need to just let that be known. They are flannel though, so they're gonna be extra cozy. Here is the pattern. It's like holly leaves, little red. Let's zoom in. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have our top sheet, we have our bottom sheet, and we have 2 pillowcases. So this looks like it's the fitted one. We'll do this first hack when making this bed. Do this side, we do this side, and then we do this. Raise it up, and now I don't have to fight with the corners next to the wall. So far, this bedroom is a room that we have not, fully furnished yet. That's why we have no headboard or like bed frame. This has been kind of last on the list, but we've been doing little things here and there to try to make it feel nicer. So I do have some photos that I'm going to put up on the wall, changing our sheets, getting kind of like a matching bed set. We've added these shelves in the last year. We got these side tables recently. So like we've been slowly but surely expanding the bedroom. It'll look good one day. Okay, so I think I'm good with that. I'm gonna just lower it and it's gonna flatten right out. Wonderful. Okay, so now that that's there, we're going to put on, who am I kidding you? We're not gonna put on the top sheet. We never use a top sheet. I don't know if anybody actually does in the year 2025 uses a top sheet, but this is pretty sacrilege. So then we're gonna put our blanket back on. Oh, schmashmaxa. Alexa, what's the alert?
One new notification from Amazon. On Tuesday, snow is expected near you in starting around 9 a.m. and stopping around 11 p.m. You can expect about 18.6 centimeters.
I don't know how much that is. 18 centimeters? Sounds like a lot. Yeah, we got a lot of snow today. We're getting a lot of snow tomorrow, it seems. So that's exciting. Maybe I have a white Christmas this year. I kind of hate this comforter, but it is very comfortable. It's really not technically a comforter at all. It's just like a bigger version of the pink blanket that I just showed you. But it's big enough for our bed, and it's pretty cozy, so we just use that. some here. This light can get out of here. Thank you. I think I also have the blanket upside down. I think this is like the fluffier side. This is probably supposed to be the top side. But you know what? It all feels the same. At the end of the day, this drives me completely insane. You guys saw me check the corners, right? You saw me to check and make sure that I didn't have the tag. And somehow I always end up with the tag. And this drives me to an early grave. So now I have to redo this all over again. Because I don't want it. I don't want it on my side. It should be by the feet. That's where the tag belongs. And now we have the fluffy side up. So this definitely is not the top. Because the tag is here. So then that means the not fluffy side is the top side. Wow, there we go. Guys, it's like a workout trying to make a bed. This is why I don't make the bed, because it takes a lot of work. It makes me sweaty. Also, it seems my husband has some more space over here next to his side table than I do. So I'm gonna steal it. All right, so I am not a bed making pro. This is not HGTV. I do not claim to know anything about what looks good in my house. I have a little bit of graphic design in me, a little bit of artist in me, so I've got a pretty good idea of things. This is probably the best my bed will ever look. Like, ever. I'm saying it's too far on that side. Okay, so I'm currently reading Mate. Have any of you read Mate yet? It is a very interesting sequel to Bride and highly recommend. I think I like it more than Bride. So that's saying anything. Also, we're going to skip this part where I redo the pillows because I don't want you guys to see how crusty and gross our pillows look underneath. That's private. You shouldn't see that. There we go. We have pillows. This is not silky, but you know what? It's just for a little while, so our hair will be okay, I think. All right, so there's that. And then we have some pillows. I'm going to go get the pillows. Got these pillowcases from IKEA a while back. I think these will go nicely. Got this cutie little pillow from HomeSense. Also, I've featured this blanket in a lot of Instagram stories, also from HomeSense. I'm gonna put it, and there you have it, our holiday bed. Welcome back to Bookmas Week 2. It is Tuesday and we have some cards to fill out. We have some Christmas cards and we have some photos that we're going to place inside of the cards, and we're going to pass them out to friends, family, schoolmates, things like that. Before we get started, I'll give you a little update on my current read. So yesterday we finished Mate, rated it 4 out of 5 stars, and today we started 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 by 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. So far, a very interesting start. These two kids have famous moms that were in a band together, so they knew of each other. However, they had never formally met each other, and they run into each other at like a radio station or like a TV interview place, and they kind of just like hit it off right away. I think they were like 16 at the time, so I'm sure that the rest of the story, that was like the prologue, I'm sure the rest of the story like takes place as they are adults. So it'll be interesting how it calls back to that prologue and why they were so like connected to each other right away. Like it was insta like, I've never met you, but you're amazing. Give me a hug and I'll kiss you on your forehead. And was like, so I'm curious to see what this book brings to us. I have a list in one of these notebooks about with a list of people that are getting Christmas cards. So I just need to find that and I can get started filling them out. Welcome to Wednesday. I am here to do a quick little book haul. We had some books come in over the weekend and I want to show you guys what I got. I want to open them up with you. First of all, there's some things that we need to go over. There's a little bit of business we need to do, some catching up, if you will. First of all, to help me decide, is this sweater ugly or not? Like, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I don't know if I should call it an ugly sweater or if it's not ugly enough to be an ugly sweater. So then it's just like a cozy sweater. Help me out here because I don't know how to rock it. To me, it's like borderline ugly sweater, but it's cozy, so I like it. Second order of business is white balance. Third order of business is our current read. So checking in with you, I am currently reading 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. I'm literally only on page 40, so my last check-in, I don't think I was that far. And we're using a sticky note. That's the bookmark of the week, bookmark of the day, bookmark of the book. So yes, sticky notes work for the win. Thoughts so far? It's just a silly little fun time. Don't take it too seriously. I don't think you can with the names of the characters. We got to know the MMC a little bit already, and now we are getting into the FMC's kind of story, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But I'm not expecting much. The bar is very low. I just want a good, fun, silly time for the holidays. We did our Christmas cards yesterday. I only did a few on camera. I did the rest off camera. Passed some out to my coworkers today. We were filling, I have greeting cards and then I have like family pictures as well. So the family pictures are going into the holiday Christmas card. So I handed those out to my coworkers. Today. Did you just see like that cat was just like born out of that bag? I guess Maxwell is done hanging out with us. So yeah, that's what we did yesterday. I haven't been reading a whole lot just because life is lifing. Had some things come up yesterday, had some things to do today, but here we are. We're filming and then we're gonna lock in and read for the night. I just think there's like, I need to pick up some stuff around the house. But I would like to maybe reach the 50% mark of this tonight. I'm just not eating it up like I did the last book, but that's okay. And final order of business, what you came here for, we have not one, but 2 boxes of books that we can open. They're not very big boxes. So this will be a short little haul, but it felt against the law to do this without you. Oh, hello, Mira. Come here. The other cat is here. So with me? No, she just wants to stand on the box. Here's her tail. So the first box we have is, make sure the stamp isn't getting on me. It is getting on me. Okay, downside of using pure privacy ink. Okay, so these books were pure impulse, but they were discounted. So as per usual, I felt like I had to take advantage of this opportunity. And how on theme for our first book, it is Red Rising. If you watched our December TBR, you know that this is on our TBR, and now I have it. And oh my gosh, the flop. Oh my god, wait. We need it in all its flopness. Okay, well, the middle's not. Okay, it just needs to, it needs to relax a little, but there's potential. That's a good flop. So Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I kind of already know what this book is about by watching all the girlies do their little reviews. But it's like a sci-fi book and there's factions, and this is about like the Red faction and somebody that lives inside the Red faction. And it says his wife is taken, his people is enslaved, driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love. Darrow will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. Okay, so pretending to be the bad guys. Still trying to get this flop to flop. There we go. Short little book. We should be able to fly through this on a car ride to Michigan. So these are approximately the same size, 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 and Red Rising. So that is the first book we got. The second book, I am so excited for this one. I have been waiting for this book for so long, and finally the opportunity came to get it. And that is Diary Bound. I heard so many good things about this book, and also I'm in my like wolf era. My husband hates to hear it, but we just finished Mate and I was obsessed with this book. So Diary Bound? Anyone? I know this one's gonna be a little different than Mate, but look at her. She's a thickums. This is her in comparison to Red Rising. And Diary Bound obviously is like a fantasy wolf. I don't know if they're shifters. Book. Actually, the quality of this book is amazing. There are no blemishes on this book. And it's paperback. I know this book came out in hardcover like recently, but now we have the paper one. And look, she's a little floppy. She's a little floppy. We'll see. But actually so excited to read this one. If you've not heard of it before, it says, Marion Cooper has always hated the bonded elite warriors who form mental links with the massive vicious direwolves they ride. The bonded live in luxury while Marion struggles to keep her family out of poverty. And when her little sister 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎 is kidnapped, stolen across the border by the immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting, Marion's world falls apart. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, Marion enlists in the army and is thrown into the deadly bonding trials, where any mistake will cost her life. Now Marion must survive 4 months of training at the castle. She is bound to a feral direwolf who refuses to communicate. Broody. The other trainees would love to spill her common blood, and her cold and beautiful instructor, 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 Stark, is eager to punish any weakness. Everything is a competition, and everyone is out to get her. Everyone except the dangerously handsome crown prince, whose attention adds another target to her. Back in the castle, every smile hides a knife, and the halls hide dark secrets. Okay, Marion, does she have two people after her? Stark and the prince? That's really interesting. I really hope that this gets added to my TBR in the next few months, because absolutely excited about this one. Okay, and then box number 2. There's only one book in this box, and this is another highly anticipated read, but this is an old one. You guys have probably already read it, and I don't care. I am still very excited about it, and that is Maxwell's back. A Zodiac Academy. No, I am not gonna start Zodiac Academy. I'm actually so excited for this. The flop is not, I don't know if it's as floppy as 𝖖𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. Maybe. Again, pristine condition. My husband is gonna be so mad because anytime he orders books, they always come crusty, dusty, and ruined and bent. But I think this is a really good haul. I don't think any of our books are damaged in any way. Okay, so Zodiac Academy. Again, you guys have probably read this. I don't need to explain this to you, but I'm going to read it for me. I know that it's obviously academia. I'm a Gemini. Okay, Zodiacs. Obviously, I don't know why that didn't click in. Impulsive, curious, headstrong, a twin, heir to a throne I know nothing about, and it turns out I'm Fae. But of course there's a catch. All I have to do to claim my birthright is to prove that I'm the most powerful supernatural in the whole of Solaria. And sure, technically that's true, as I'm the daughter of the Savage King. But the bit they didn't put in the brochure was that every single Fae in this kingdom would claim my throne if they could. In this deadly academy, vampires bite weaker students. In the corridors, the werewolf pack has orgies in the Wailing Wood at every full moon. And don't even get me started on the twisted ways the sirens use their powers on people's emotions, or how sinfully tempting Cardinal Magic Professor hosts detentions that leave people needing therapy. Classes are totally interesting if you manage to live through them, and that Gemini star sign I mentioned, it now determines my elemental magic and affects my destiny, so learning astrology is essential, and if I'm going to beat down my classmates, which is actively encouraged, by the way. My biggest problem is the dark-hearted dragon shifter. Dragon shifter? I think I've only read one book that was a dragon shifter. It was called A Witch and Her Dragon. It was actually a very sweet book. He and his 3 psycho friends are determined to make my time here hell. All I've got to do is survive, but fate might have other ideas. Damn it, why couldn't I have gotten a letter to Hogwarts? Okay, so this is my first book by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I'm pretty sure they call them the Twisted Sisters. So this should be really, really good. Oh, actually the words are like gigantic on this book. So maybe this won't be a long read. Let's see which one's longer. 𝖖𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 or Zodiac Academy? I think it's 𝖖𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. 𝖖𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 is much bigger. Oh gosh, and the words are very much smaller in comparison. So those are the 3 books that I was so excited for. This one, I'm excited for it because it's on the TBR, and all my friends have read it, and it's got to be good. Like everyone loves this series. So here we are, the haul, the 3 books that I got this weekend. I'm very excited to add these to the TBR cart and see what is in store for me. It is currently Wednesday, December 10th. And that means we are officially, 14 days away from Christmas? Maybe. We leave in a couple weeks for our road trip to Michigan, so I'll be documenting that. I just need to figure out how and when I'm actually going to be editing that vlog while I'm traveling, but I should be able to figure it out. And yeah, so we leave on the 20th. And I just remembered that I didn't respond to my sister. Oops, I'm gonna do that right now while I'm thinking about it. So we leaving the 20th, and I think we come back 27th. So during that time, and if you watch TBR, again, I'll link it up here, we picked an extra bonus book because we knew that we'd have some extra time this month. So I want to really just fly through Wreck the Halls. It shouldn't be too hard of a book to get through. And then I think maybe we'll do Red Rising next because it's a shorty. And then I think I already read my 3 holidays. So then I have Shield of Sparrows. Why do I keep saying that? Shield of Sparrows and Enigma to read. I want to see if I can squeeze Good Spirits in there as well before the end of the year. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan. I think now I'm going to put my books away. I'm gonna pick up a little. I'm gonna refill my water because I am so parched. I'm gonna load this footage so that I can start editing tomorrow. And I think that's gonna be it for the day. As usual, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I hope you're enjoying Bookmas. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I am enjoying it myself. It's just so busy. I don't have time to watch all the channels that I want to watch. But we'll catch up with those soon. I do appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit the subscription box if you are not subscribed yet and you like the content. Make sure you're signing up for notifications so you get an alert anytime I post. I've been trying to keep up with shorts, horizontal, long format videos, and also polls. So make sure if you see me in your feed, you're letting me know your thoughts and feelings in the polls. Give this video a like, and if you made it this far, leave a little gift box, a little present emoji in the chat. And I will see in the chat, in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye.